Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to the channel and welcome as always to our coffee times to discuss books and horror. And today I'm here to let you know the things that I'm planning to read in the month of August.
It's coffee time!
So August is always a complicated month when it comes to reading for me because most of the time I choose to take my holidays for my birthday, which is in August. And so I will be spending 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks of the month in Spain. With my parents, my family, my friends, and the beach. So I will be taking with me my Kindle, most probably, with a lot of reading options. So in this video, I want to show you a couple of physical books that I'm hoping to read the first 2 weeks, and then some ebooks that I hopefully will be reading for the second half of the month. But the things that I will be reading might change depending on my mood, because of course when you have your Kindle with you there are so many different options, so I might still change my mind. But I just wanted to put a small list together so that I can focus on the things that perhaps have a little bit more priority for me. For those first 2 weeks that I'm still gonna be here in the Netherlands, I have picked 4 physical books. Hopefully I'll be able to finish them before I leave on holidays, because I do not want to take physical books with me. Reason being is I do go by plane, and when I'm in Spain, of course, I go shopping with my parents, with my friends, and I bring a lot of stuff back. So I don't want to carry a lot of paperbacks there just to have to carry them back. So I'm only gonna take my Kindle. The first book that I want to read is one of my most anticipated releases of the year, and that is Burn the Negative by Josh Winning. And this book combines 2 things that I love, which is horror movies and horror books. When Laura was a kid, she starred in a horror movie that became Cursed, and now they are making like a new take on it. They are remaking the story and turning it into a TV show. So she goes to the studio to help, to assist, to see how they're, shooting this remake, and apparently people start getting hurt again. So I'm really excited. It reminded me of other books that I've really enjoyed, like the remaking and stuff, and I have not read a book that talks about a cursed horror movie in a little bit, and that's one of my favorite tropes, like cursed horror movies. I'm like, yes please, or cursed tapes, yes. So I'm really excited to get to this one. Then I would like to read Mary by Nat Cassidy. Now this is kind of like a chunky book and it has tiny font, so I hope that it will be so engaging that I'm gonna fly through it, because I have been so curious about this book. It has been recommended to me a couple of times, and the author is coming out with a new book in 2023, so I really want to know if I enjoy her writing. So I decided to pick it up and I need to read it. It is about a middle-aged woman who has always kind of tried to stay in the background. She doesn't want to be the focus of the main attention. But then she starts not feeling well, starts getting like headaches and having nightmares or dreams. She doesn't know exactly what's going on, but she feels like there is a connection between her and a serial killer. So basically when she gets these images in her brain is the serial killer that is about to kill someone. So I just thought this was fantastic. I love that concept, and I just really want to know if the hype was real and if I enjoy the book. So this is another one that I definitely have to read. The next book is a book that I just want to know if I like it or not, and then move on from there, because I have heard so many mixed reviews about it, and that is Go Hunt Me by Kelly Devas. And it is about some people that are horror buffs and decide to go to Romania to Dracula's castle to spend the night. 7 horror buffs decide to go there. They're friends, they have been like filming horror movies together and all of that, so this one also has a little bit of that, horror movie theme. And I'm just curious. I know a lot of people were disappointed, and since I have a copy, I just want to know if it's gonna be for me or not before I keep it on my shelves for years and years. So I decided it is time to find out. As I understand, when they get to Dracula's castle, they're a little bit underwhelmed by it, but they get ready to start shooting. They want to do a new movie there. And then obviously things are gonna go wrong. Maybe some of them end up being killed. I don't really know, but I'm hoping it's not gonna be a huge disappointment for me because I'm excited. You have horror fans, you have Dracula's castle, they are trying to film a movie there, so it all sounds so good that I'm really scared it's gonna be a huge disappointment. And the other one that I picked from my physical TBR is a book that I picked up last year at Yelk, and it is a YA mystery thriller, and that is The Trial by Laura Bates. And I thought this would be good for summer because we follow 7 teenagers that after a plane crash are stranded in an island, and they think that, you know, their biggest worry is going to be surviving in this island and how to find food and something to drink and how to get help, all of that you know from these typical stories. But apparently there's other secrets and mysteries and people might start getting hurt. I'm not sure if it's gonna be truly like bloody and kind of like with a little bit of horror in it, or if it's gonna take the route of the simple mystery thriller. We shall see, but since I have it on my TBR and I think it fits kind of like the summer vibe, and I love when people are stranded somewhere anyways, I thought maybe I could pick this one up for the summer. And then I have a couple of ebooks. There are 2 that I got from NetGalley that are releases that are coming out in September and October, so I thought I could already read those and see if I recommend them for you guys. The first one is Puzzle House by Duncan Ralston, and this is coming out already in September 2023. And I really like the concept of this book. We have 6 strangers that have been summoned for the reading of a will. So one of the most famous puzzle makers has summoned these 6 strangers for his will to be read, and they don't really know what's going on, why they have been chosen and why they're there. And one of those strangers is going to inherit everything and get rich, but in order to do so they have to participate in a series of escape rooms. So yes please, I love that. I love, again, people getting trapped, stranded somewhere, they cannot get out, they have to solve puzzles. This just sounds right down my alley, so I'm hoping to have a really good time with it. And I just read Getting Away with Murder that also kind of had that escape room vibe, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm hoping this one is gonna be another win for me. And then we have That Night in the Woods by Christopher Triana, and this one is coming out in October. And the reason why I picked this one is because somebody in the Goodreads reviews said that this one is it mixed with The Ritual, and I was like, you got my attention now, so I am really excited for this one, and I think the cover is really creepy. So apparently some childhood friends have been now reunited. They have all been summoned to the same place, and they are now in their mid-40s, and they haven't talked to each other in 20 years. So Scott, one of the friends, is the one that has invited them all to kind of reunite and connect, since one of the friends has recently passed away. So he thought it would be nice for everybody else that it's still alive to reunite and chat and, you know, catch up with life a little bit. But what we also learn is that these friends are holding a really dark secret. Apparently something happened many years ago and they have been keeping it a secret, something related to, I believe, the woods. So I'm hoping the book is gonna be told from 2 perspectives, maybe like not perspectives but like timelines. I'm hoping it's gonna be from the timeline. Characters are now in their 40s, so the present, and also flashbacks and when they were like younger, and to explain kind of what happened that night where apparently something so terrible happened that everybody has been keeping it a secret for years. So I'm really curious about this one. I'm really curious to see if it's gonna be exactly like it was pitched, like It meets The Ritual. So I'm really excited as well for this. And the last one is actually a pre-order that I have of a book that's coming out on the 15th of August. So what I'm hoping here is that when I am back from my holidays, the book is already here in the house, and I can already start reading it before the end of the month, because this is one that I am really excited about. It is called The Last Girls Standing by Jennifer Dugan, and when I saw the cover, I knew I had to get this book, and I really hope to be able to read it in August as well. This is a YA queer psychological thriller, and we follow some camp counselors that were the only survivors of a massacre that occurred at a summer camp. I mean, do you hear that? Do you know what I want to read this book? And basically those people that survived the summer camp massacre are now doing some searching. You know, they're trying to investigate and figure out what actually happened that night. But maybe by investigating, they're gonna put themselves again in grave danger. I'm really excited that this year we've got a couple of books that are YA horror or YA thrillers that are based on summer camps. I feel like that is so fitting for a horror summer book, and yeah, I'm really pleased, and hopefully this is one that I will be able to read as well before August ends. Alright you guys, so those are the books that I am initially planning to read in the month of August. A lot of things can change this month because I'm gonna be busy trying to prepare and leave content for when I'm on holiday, so hopefully I will be able to do that so you don't have 2 weeks of nothing. So the first 2 weeks of August I might be busy with that, and the second 2 weeks I might be busy with my family and friends. So I don't know how much reading I'm actually gonna get done, but August is always like a weird month for me when it comes to reading, and I still hope to get to a couple of books, but I thought I would still do a TBR video to hold myself accountable as well a little bit. I think it helps to motivate me to pick up the books because I've already mentioned that I'm gonna be reading them, so that kind of pushes me to actually do it. Anyway, you guys, let me know down below what you're planning to read this summer, this August, and if you're planning on going on holidays, or were you already on holidays? Do you take your paperbacks with you? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys as always so much for watching. I really appreciate all your support, and I hope to see you all as always in the next coffee time. Bye!